Greetings, I'm David, and this is City Skylines. So, this is more or less a successor to the SimCity series, which, um, if you haven't seen it on this channel, we did SimCity 2000 about a half a year ago at this point, and it's still one of the best series for this channel. Let's just this one. So, I have a little bit of experience with this game. I do not have any of the DLC, so this is completely vanilla City Skylines. Um, as a true Paradox game, it has about a bajillion DLC. So, okay, game is paused. Just need to verify that. So let's see here. So we got our highway over here. So let's go ahead and build ourselves some roads. Right-clicking can cancel. Can't go outside of your bounding box. The boundary of your city. We're gonna try not to be super blocky, but you know, it's a city builder. You gotta do some amount of blocking. Let's go ahead and start with that for right now. So there are a few major differences between this and the classic, like the old school SimCity games. You're not limited to completely grid based. Obviously, you can, and that wasn't quite what I wanted to do or what I wanted to show off, but thankfully you do get to refund some of your stuff if you decide to destroy it, which is nice. It's a very nice change from classic I keep wanting to say like classic Resident Evil because it's kind of been on my mind lately, but I mean classic SimCity. So let's see here. Water and sewage. So you don't want your water intakes to be near your poop water, aka your sewage. So let's see. Here's the flow of water. We're definitely going to want some water pumps over here. So unlike classic SimCity, you don't have to be like perfect with your pipe placements. Connect like individual grid. You just have to get everything within this border here. So as long as we do something like that, all these houses or all these buildings will be within the water. That's not quite what I wanted to do. Let's go ahead, hook up some pipes. Excellent. And now we're going to need some power. So we could go full coal, or we could go wind turbines. So there's a bit more noise pollution, but there's no actual pollution. So you do want to generally keep these things away from houses. And as you can see, you get more megawatts if they're on a higher elevation away from trees. So right here, we'd only be getting about 4 or 5, but we'd be farther away from where we would want our housing development to be. Right, we do need to have this on a road. I think we will go ahead and go with coal power plant to start off with. And as long as we have it within okay, as long as we have it within that boundary, the houses should connect the power. All right. Thank you, game. Appreciate that. All right. Let's go ahead and get some zoning. So zoning comes in. Thank you, game. I appreciate that. Now let me play and explain it myself. So zoning comes in the typical 3 of residential, commercial, and industrial. Unlike old school SimCity, uh, the game, will allow you to kind of paint it whatever color you want. You can do the standard like box select if you want to get a uh, bit more detailed. But if you're fine with just making like a full block like that, one particular type, you can just do that, which is pretty nifty if I do say so myself. Let's go ahead and make all of these. That is right. You do have to specifically de-zone it. Unfortunately, you can't just paint over an old zone, which is a little unfortunate. I think that could have been changed. Let's go ahead. Paint all of these industrial. Okay. And we'll do that and then just place a road. Okay. I think I was talking about freeform and curve roads, but I'm gonna stick with a straight road right here. All right, cool. And I think we can go ahead and unpause. So, this game has its own version of Twitter, which you can go ahead and change what type of chirper you are. I don't know if you can turn off notifications. Um, hmm. But imagine it would be the it'd be in gameplay of some kind. Anyways, I didn't see it, but it might have been there and I just missed it. Right. I actually kind of like having this up. This will be helpful. So this is essentially all your filters. Water. Be nice to just turn that off. But anyways, game also gives you little street names, which adds so much. Like all these little things, just it's so nice. And it really just brings the game together. Like obviously in SimCity 2000, you could add little numbers. Or not numbers, sorry. You could add place names, which was good. Don't get me wrong. It was nice, but you had to make them yourself, and I don't know. You had no one. You just had to come up with a name, which sometimes isn't always the easiest because, especially if you're not a super creative person. Did I not actually put tapes? Right, you do have to connect them. You have to connect these, but you don't have to physically connect the houses. That was my bad. Alright. Again, just trying to get back into the game. Been a little while. Thankfully, you don't need road access for water pumps or sewage plants. Can we make districts yet? I don't remember. So we're getting some residential. And it looks like we're starting to get some amount of commercial as well. Don't think we have access to. Yeah, we don't have any. We don't have access to any like of the public services down here just yet. Let's do some amount of freeform. Because it looks nice. I also kind of want to fix some of these grids anyways. Oh boy. They were definitely right about it being foggy on this map. Interesting. The hill is messing with it. Okay. Wow, can we turn off the fog at all? Um, hmm. I don't know. Fire spreading. I would think it would be use dynamic weather. I think that's what that is, or what this would be considered. Yeah, this fog is quite dense. All right, let's go ahead and start zoning before we run out of money. Let's go ahead and no, definitely not that. And of course, can't change it after you've already set it, unless you dezone, which seems a little silly. Like, so just like typical SimCity, residential is best not residential and commercial are better when they're not right next to industrial. So put some roads in between things. That's usually the best way to prevent problems. Or public amenities is also a great way to take care of it. Probably way more commercial than we really need. All right, let's go ahead and let the game go. Just like in SimCity 2000, they do have a bar down here that shows you the demand. So there's a little more residential demand than industrial or commercial. Taking applications for new members. Address for... Okay, cool. Glad to see the Illuminati is doing well in our city. For some reason I thought, don't get me wrong, it looks nice, but yeah, thought the day-night cycle thing was turned off. This game is so weird sometimes. Especially with the fog, it is really hard to tell where things are at. Hopefully we'll start making some money here soon. So we are currently a little hamlet. Or that's what we're going for. And once we reach a population of 500, we can actually change taxes, we can take out loans. So if somehow you manage to like really screw yourself over, spend all of your money and can't quite get the 500, you're better off restarting at that point. Also unlocks healthcare, garbage, and education, all of which we definitely will want. Should be getting up to 500 pretty soon. So I do like how detailed some of these are. May want to direction you draw the road. Right, we don't have enough money. Okay. I suppose that is fair. Never have enough money in these games. Well, our weekly income is slowly growing. We're almost not in the negatives. And we just made to the little hamlet. So let's take a look. We do get a bonus for making a new level, which is quite nice. So let's go ahead and take a look at our money panel. So I don't know. Power production facilities will hire more people and thus produce more electricity with a higher budget. So you can set this for both during the day and at night. So it might be better to, depending on what like the average temperature of the city is, to turn things down during the night so we save a little money. I don't know what the best way to do it is. We're also not going to raise taxes on everyone and then lower them completely to 0 and do that whole thing that we were doing in SimCity 2000. And I will be referencing that game a lot because this game takes a lot from this game takes a lot from the SimCity series, just in general. So let's start off by at least getting some more water out to the houses out this far. Okay. That was already worth quite a bit of money right there. So let's see. We're definitely going to need a school of some kind. And you're going to want it near residential buildings. Makes sense, right? Put it right there. And we're gonna definitely want a garbage facility. I'm gonna put it here. Cool. Wow, that was definitely all of our money. Okay. Space? Really? I mean, I feel like something like a road should be able to replace another road. Although, seeing as how this house is right here, probably best not to replace it. Thankfully, in this game, highways are a lot better than what they are in SimCity 2000. Because maybe I was doing it wrong, I don't know. But I never really liked roads in that, or highways in that game. It never seemed like they were worth the trouble of putting them in, because they always just, it never seemed like people used them enough to justify tearing up half of the map just to put them in. And especially with how cumbersome it was to bulldoze in that game. Yeah. Health could be better, but we don't quite have the money to build a hospital of any kind, or any kind of health facility. Babies available. Okay. I realize these aren't actual Sims, but like, that's another game that I've been wanting to do, is The Sims 4. I do own The Sims 1, or the original The Sims, but I don't know, I haven't had too much practice with it. Not that I think it would be all that different. But who knows? Alright, so our little hamlet is starting to prosper. Starting to make money, which is quite nice. So in the next episode, I think we're just going to keep expanding. Probably this way. I don't know. We'll just have to find out. So thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.